As the Formula One 2024 season is progressing, fight for constructors is getting intense. The form of Sergio Perez is alarming for Red Bull, and which in result is helping rivals to climb up the ladder. Upcoming triple header, first one for the season, could be unexpected, as what we saw in Canadian GP. Mercedes were fighting with Red Bull and McLaren's, and Ferrari, who were the closest rival to Red Bull so far, had a terrible weekend with 0 points earned. Top 4 teams have geared up for upcoming races with upgrade packages incoming for all 4. This shows no one is holding back and ready to give a tough fight to the Bulls. And on the other hand, Red Bull is clueless with its existing upgrades, as the upgrade packages brought by them earlier have not given them any performance gain. They are still struggling to maximize the potential of their car. Let's discuss the latest upgrades being brought by the teams for upcoming triple header. Canadian GP gave a big boost of hope to Mercedes. They are back fighting with top teams. Finally, their car started to perform well, and the talk of the town is the new front wing. But is it really the front wing which has helped Mercedes? When asked about this to Toto, he said that the upgrades started to come from Miami in little pieces where they had luxury to see if all parts are working perfectly together. And data which they used to get from CFDs also matches with the performance on the track, which was the big boost. And also he said along with the bodywork, front wing is highly visible, and along with it there were multiple things which came under the hood of the car, which we can't see obviously. All these things together synchronized so perfectly that they started to give results. And this is not yet. In upcoming Spanish GP, team is working on bringing a new floor which will give them ultra boost to fight with the rivals. I'm very excited to see what W15 unlocks in Spanish GP. Could we see 4-way battle? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Coming to Ferrari, 2 weekends for them, one to cherish and one to forget. In Monaco, they were flying high, and in Canadian GP, they disappeared with both cars out. Team is not holding it back. As per technical director Enrique Cardell, team has already started working on qualifying pace issues, which is caused by the tires temperatures not getting in correct window. And solution is identified as floor. A new floor, which was planned for Silverstone, is now being brought at Spanish GP. The aim of the floor is not only to help tires get into right window, but it will also add 10 points of downforce to the car. Fred Vasseur said that the team will bounce back in Spanish GP. Further, there is no news on the issue occurred on the engine of Charles, and as confirmed by Charles, there is no harm to the engine. Earlier this week, Ferrari did a testing for Pirelli tires, and I'm pretty much sure that the team have tested out the crucial information which could have impacted their engine. In modern day F1, anything can happen. With thousands of sensors in the car, it still can't predict what could happen next. Like engine issue in Australian GP for Lewis Hamilton and ERS issue with Max in FP2 in Canadian GP. Max was lucky as it happened in practice session. If it had happened in race, then it would have been a double DNF for Red Bull as well. So with a new floor, can Ferrari bounce back and give Red Bull and McLaren a tight fight? Let me know in the comment section below. Coming to McLaren, this would be a team to watch. The upgrades were launched at Miami GP, and since then, McLaren has been flying. They have been the closest rival to Red Bull so far. In Imola GP, we saw Lando being too close to Max and ran out of laps. And in Canadian GP, he passed Max Verstappen in the wets. This team, after the upgrades, has shown an upward gain in the performance, and both Lando and Oscar are driving exceptionally well. For Spanish GP, team principal Andrea Stella is ready to challenge the Red Bulls. According to Stella, car is performing exceptionally well and they need to make it more quicker. As seen in Canadian GP, on dry track, Red Bull were stronger. Next part of upgrades is planned to launch in next races starting from Spain. However, Stella did not disclose any news on the upgrades. He said it will be visible on the track. So guys, it means that McLarens are taking their rivalry with Red Bulls and not with Ferrari. This says a lot. Let's see how performance increases for McLaren. Coming to Red Bull, this year they are getting some competition from other teams, unlike what happened last year. Red Bull's weakness were exposed at Monaco GP, and teams like Ferrari and McLaren took benefit from it. The driving lineup of Red Bull is also not good as compared to McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes. As per Dr. Helmut Marko, he said they had already started working on the weakness of the car, and before arriving to Canadian GP, they made some tweaks which gave them some boost. However, still plenty of work to do. Dr. Helmut Marko is still confident that the car is still strong and they are not in threat with their rivals, as they are stealing points from each other in every race weekend. He also said that the data looks promising and can benefit from the upgrades coming in Spain, Australia and Silverstone. What I think here is either Red Bull is too confident that they have some performance left under the hood and aware that they can beat Ferrari, McLaren and Mercedes, or they are playing here to not to show the pressure or big names who are leaving the team is not impacting the performance. Seeing the points earned in Miami, Imola and Monaco, it says a lot. Let me know what do you think about this. So guys, top 4 teams are bringing the upgrades and surprisingly, everyone is confident that they will perform well. However, we know only one can win the race. Upcoming weekends will be exciting. Let me know your views on this. See you all in my next video. Until then, like, share, subscribe. Take care. Bye.